Alright, it is Sunday, April 5th, 2020 at 12:03 a.m. Alright, let's take a look at some headlines. Alright, major drug gang shootout leaves 19 dead in northern Mexico. The bloody battle broke out at the border state of Chihuahua, where the Sinaloa and Juarez cartels have been at war. A major shootout between rival drug gangs has killed 19 people in the northern Mexico border state of Chihuahua, officials said. The state prosecutor's office said on Saturday that 18 corpses, 2 grenades, vehicles, and guns were found at the scene of the clash in the hamlet of Chihuahua, the township of Madera. 2 other men were found armed and wounded on the dirt road where the confrontation occurred late Friday. One died later at the hospital, and the other is in custody. So sad to hear that there's drug cartels shooting each other. Gotta love each other. Alright, next. Maryland Kennedy relatives missing after canoe found overturned. This story is kind of sad to me because, it's John F. Kennedy's and Robert Kennedy's family that are having relatives missing. I'm on the camp that believes that there could still be people looking to hurt this family. I don't know if they're currently still doing that or not, if it's a conspiracy theory or not. But I feel that this family, a lot of people say this family is cursed. I don't think this family is cursed. I think there's people who always are looking for trouble. But let's take a look at the story. It says Maryland Kennedy relatives missing after canoe found overturned. Daughter and grandson of Kathleen Kennedy Townsend, are missing. Governor identifies missing as relatives of Robert and John F. Kennedy. Authorities in Maryland were searching on Friday for the daughter and a grandson of the former Lieutenant Governor Kathleen Kennedy Townsend after a canoe they were paddling in the Chesapeake Bay did not return to shore. Governor Larry Hogan identified the missing people as Maeve Kennedy Townsend McKean, 40 years old, and her 8-year-old son, Gideon Joseph Kennedy McKean. Kennedy Townsend, who served 2 terms as a lieutenant governor, is the eldest daughter of Robert F. Kennedy, who was a U.S. Attorney General and New York Senator and candidate for the Democratic presidential nomination in 1968, a year in which he was assassinated in Los Angeles. She is a niece of the 35th President John F. Kennedy, who was shot dead in Dallas in 1963. Says here, I reached out and spoke to Lieutenant Governor Townsend this morning, and on behalf of the people of Maryland, I express our most heartfelt sympathies and prayers to her and to the entire family during this difficult time. The search started on Thursday afternoon, and after the State Natural Resources Police responded to a report of 2 people in a canoe in the Chesapeake Bay who appeared to be overtaken by strong winds. A statement from the agency, which did not name the missing people, said they may have been paddling the canoe from home in Shadyside, Maryland, to retrieve a ball who were unable to paddle back to shore. An overturned canoe matching the one used by the missing people was found on Thursday night, the agency said. Maeve McKean, a public health and human rights lawyer, has been executive director of Georgetown University's Global Health Initiative. The initiative's website said her work focuses on the intersection of global health and human rights. McKean was previously an associate search professor of the City University of New York. News of the tragedy hit me and my family this morning, said Stuart Pittman. We are holding Kathleen and her family in the light and holding our own loved ones a little closer as we reflect on the pain of their loss. Says here, Maryland State Police and U.S. Coast Guard and local police and fire departments joined the search. So that's pretty sad that more tragedies have struck the Kennedy family. Hopefully they are found safe and sound. Prayers to them. Alright, next. News conference to feature NASA astronauts on International Space Station. 3 NASA astronauts will participate in a live media teleconference at 10:45 a.m. Friday, April 10th. The teleconference will stream on NASA TV and the agency's website. Expedition 62 flight engineers Chris Cassidy and Jessica Meir and Andrew Morgan will be available to answer questions from orbit. Meir and Morgan are scheduled to return home to Earth on Friday, April 17th. Morgan launched on July 20th, 2019 for an extended duration mission. Mir Expedition 62 Commander Oleg, can't pronounce that, Skripochka, launched to the space station aboard Soyuz spacecraft on September 25th, 2019. It is the first spaceflight for both Morgan and Mir. Morgan, who considers Newcastle, Pennsylvania to be his hometown, has participated in 6 spacewalks, including 4 to help repair a cosmic ray detector experiment called Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer. Mir, who is from Caribou, Maine, participated in the first 3 all-woman spacewalks. That's pretty cool. Cassidy and his Expedition 63 crewmates, Roscosmos cosmonauts Anatoly Ivanishin and Ivan Vegner, are scheduled to launch and arrive at the space station Thursday, April 9th. Cassidy, who considers York, Maine to be his hometown, will become commander of Expedition 63 when Mir and Morgan return home. So they're pretty much returning home soon. And one thing that is, it must be tough for them, having to been up in space since 2019 and seeing this coronavirus unfold and them not being able to do anything while being in the space station and just observing the chaos happen on Earth. And they have to return to all of this. So it must be pretty hard on them. Alright, next story. Popularity of Netflix Tiger King prompts sheriff to ask for leads in 1997 cold case. The Hillsborough County Sheriff jumped on the show's success to ask for new info in the disappearance of Jack Don Lewis, Carol Baskin's former husband. So this show, Tiger King, is very popular on Netflix, but apparently Carol Baskin's former husband vanished. And the police are now looking into if she fed him to the lions or the tigers that she raises, or if something else happened to him, if he was murdered or not. Says Florida sheriff is jumping on the popularity of the Netflix series Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness to ask for new leads in the 1997 disappearance of Jack Donald Don Lewis. The true crime docuseries, which premiered on Netflix this month, revolves around the life of Oklahoma zookeeper Joseph Exotic and the events that led him to plan a murder-for-hire plot against animal rights activist Carole Baskin. The show also explores Baskin's life, including the disappearance of her husband Don Lewis in 1997. Tiger King and its strange but true story has fascinated the internet. Its success seemed fueled by captive audiences sheltering at home during the coronavirus pandemic, even catching the attention of celebrities like Kim Kardashian West. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Cronister is taking advantage of the show's popularity to ask for new leads in the Lewis's case. Alright, so hopefully they find some clue or they solve the murder or the disappearance. I hope he's, for the best, hopefully he's alright. But if not, I hope they solve what happened to him. Alright, next, a bright comet with a tail could adorn Twilight just as the coronavirus epidemic peaks. Could Comet Atlas be getting a tail? Says Comet Atlas is getting a tail. Could it be that we are about to get a bright comet visible to the naked eye to everyone in the northern hemisphere just as the coronavirus pandemic reaches its peak? Currently visible through binoculars and telescopes as it travels through the northern circumpolar constellations of Ursa Major, the Big Dipper, and the Camelopardalis, the giraffe. Comet Atlas, officially known as C2019Y4 Atlas, appears to be getting a tail. Could it be the brightest comet for over 20 years? Let's take a look here at a picture of it. Here you see the comet. It's looking like it has a greenish hue, like a light blue, light green hue, and there you can see the tail sort of starting to build. Let's see if I can zoom in so we can get a closer look at that. Look at that. That is looking beautiful. That looks like a light green comet. and hopefully it will be gracing the night skies, and everybody will be able to get to see it and enjoy the visual of a comet in the sky. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more, and see you guys next time. Remember to check out Dave's Empire 1981 in the description below, and stay safe out there, guys. They just recently said that the CDC has asked people to start wearing masks for everybody. I don't know how everybody's going to be faring, but please take care of yourselves out there, and God bless you guys. See you next time.